Get ready for an amazing adventure. In this video, we're going to share 15 important things you should quietly cut out of your life. Join us actively on this journey, share your thoughts on each topic, and stick around until the end for a journey of learning and growth. These moments are your chance to reflect deeply and better understand yourself. We believe the lessons we'll share will enlighten and change your life. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Focus on yourself. When navigating relationships with individuals who have caused us harm, it's crucial to recognize that there's no obligation to explain ourselves to those who have inflicted pain upon us. In situations where someone's actions or attitudes have been hurtful, there's no necessity to engage in complaints, arguments, or confrontations. Even if the individual in question was once perceived as a close friend or confidant, it's often healthier to disengage without seeking validation or justification. Instead, maintain composure and focus on personal growth. While it may be tempting to demand explanations or seek retribution, it's wiser to calmly remove oneself from the situation. By choosing to quietly distance ourselves from those who have caused us harm, we are prioritizing our own well-being and setting clear boundaries. Each individual deserves to be treated with dignity and appreciation, and it's within our rights to disassociate from those who do not uphold these principles. In doing so, we are making a courageous decision for our emotional health and personal development. By freeing ourselves from toxic relationships, we create space for authenticity and fulfillment to flourish. Ultimately, by respecting our boundaries and prioritizing self-care, we pave the way for a more enriching and genuine life journey. Lesson 2. Necessary goals. In life's journey, there comes a moment when we realize the importance of our choices and staying true to who we are. Sometimes we must let go of certain goals to follow a path that feels right for us. This is natural, but it's crucial to handle it with care. We often find ourselves adjusting our plans, knowing that not everything we aim for will pan out. In this process, we must be cautious not to reveal our every move. Instead, we quietly let go of less important goals and make subtle changes in our lives. With each step, we use our judgment to keep our intentions private, ensuring that our decisions are driven by authenticity. By doing so, we find the path that best matches who we are, all while safeguarding our plans from unnecessary attention. Thus, we move forward cautiously, letting our true selves guide us along the way. Through this journey of self-discovery, we learn to trust our instincts and stay true to our essence, even as we navigate the twists and turns of life's unfolding story. Lesson 3. Relationships. When it comes to relationships, whether they be friendships or romantic connections, it's essential to maintain discretion regarding intimate details and avoid venting to others about the reasons behind their demise. The intimacy shared between two individuals belongs solely to them, and external parties do not require insight into the intricacies of the relationship's end. Revealing such personal matters only fuels gossip and complicates already delicate situations. Should the need arise to discuss these matters, it's more beneficial to engage in introspection and self-reflection. The inclination to share may signal lingering emotional wounds that require attention. Therefore, it's prudent to quietly analyze these behaviors without involving others. In dealing with problematic relationships, the best course of action is to address them privately, without broadcasting the news to the world. By handling matters internally, one can facilitate acceptance and healing while preserving the privacy and dignity of all parties involved. This approach promotes emotional well-being, demonstrating wisdom and discretion in navigating interpersonal challenges. Lesson 4. Avoid raising your voice. In times of tension, it's important to keep your cool and avoid getting loud or overly frustrated, especially when others are around. Instead of letting anger take over, try to channel that energy into actions that move you closer to your life goals. When you're feeling upset, Use that intense energy as motivation to push yourself forward. Learn to manage stress by reflecting on your emotions and finding ways to turn that energy into something positive. But remember, it's crucial to be careful and not let your emotions get the best of you. Losing control can make tense situations worse. Instead, focus on quietly resolving issues, fulfilling your responsibilities, and using reasoning to ease the tension. Don't feel pressured to share your struggles with everyone. Take time to appreciate the people and things you already have in your life, and try to cultivate a sense of gratitude. Look for ways to relieve emotional pressure and find balance within yourself. If you're truly committed to making positive changes, drop a comment below. Let's keep supporting each other on this journey of growth and self-improvement. If you found this helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Let's keep moving forward together. Lesson 5. Keeping judgments to yourself. When it comes to judging others, it's best to keep those opinions to yourself. In fact, it's even better not to hold such negative opinions in your mind at all. Think about the impression you give off when you speak badly about someone. Instead of adding value to a conversation or fostering meaningful dialogue, you're simply spreading negativity. It's important to be diplomatic in your interactions with others. If you don't particularly like someone, you can distance yourself from them or try to maintain a civil relationship. Always strive to handle conflicts intelligently by engaging in open communication and seeking resolutions. However, it's crucial to let go of any preconceived judgments you may have about others. Whether you like or dislike someone, approach interactions with diplomacy, adaptability, and respect. This will help create a more harmonious environment and cultivate healthier relationships with those around you. Lesson 6. Comparison. Constantly comparing yourself to others is a habit best avoided. Each person follows their own path, achieves their own successes, and faces their own challenges. It's important to value our own achievements without constantly measuring them against others. When we fall into the trap of comparing our lives to those of others, it can take a toll on our emotional well-being and stunt our personal growth. We end up focusing on what we lack rather than recognizing our own strengths and accomplishments. This harmful habit can lower our self-esteem and lead us to feel inadequate. Moreover, comparing ourselves to others can distract us from our own goals and desires. We lose sight of what truly matters to us and become fixated on achieving things based on someone else's standards. This prevents us from moving forward on our own journey and fulfilling our individual aspirations. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, we should focus on cultivating gratitude for our own circumstances and celebrating our progress and growth. Each of us has our own unique strengths, challenges, and life paths. It's neither fair nor healthy to judge ourselves based on someone else's journey. Rather than comparing, it's more productive to concentrate on our own learning and personal development. By doing so, we can embrace our individuality, appreciate our own journey, and strive towards our own goals with clarity and purpose. Lesson 7. Conscious use of social media. Let's imagine your life as a book, filled with captivating stories, valuable lessons, and exciting adventures. Now picture social media as a vast library where millions of other stories are shared every second. It's an exhilarating thought, isn't it? However, amidst this excitement lies a subtle danger, the temptation of constant comparison. As we scroll through the glossy pages of digital stories, we often find ourselves comparing our most challenging chapters with the highlight reels of others. This comparison, often unfair and unrealistic, can plunge us into a cycle of dissatisfaction and envy. It's essential to recognize how harmful this can be. With this awareness, it becomes crucial to consciously manage our use of social media. Think of it as visiting a digital library with a clear purpose in mind. Enter with intent, seek what you need, whether it's connection, inspiration, or information, and then leave, returning to the reality of your own life story. Practically speaking, set specific times during the day to check social media instead of allowing it to consume every moment. Establishing this structure prevents social media from dominating your time and thoughts. Additionally, question the intention behind each online interaction. Are you seeking something constructive, or are you simply passing time? This reflection helps differentiate productive use from aimless scrolling. It's also crucial to be mindful of how social media affects your mood and self-esteem. If you find yourself feeling down after using these platforms, it may be time for a break. Use this opportunity to reconnect with real-world activities that bring joy and fulfillment. By adopting these practices, you not only safeguard your mental well-being, but also rediscover the beauty of your own story. Remember, each of us has a unique journey filled with highs and lows, triumphs and challenges. Embrace the value and uniqueness of your story and focus less on comparison with others. As we conclude, reflect on how you can start writing the next chapter of your story today, with less influence from the digital world and more focus on what truly matters in your life. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth together, taking charge of our lives with wisdom and intention. Lesson 8. Avoid always seeking others' approval. In our world, it often feels like our worth is tied to how others perceive us. But I invite you to consider the freedom that comes from breaking free from this constant need for approval. Imagine yourself standing on a stage, surrounded by a crowd of expectant faces, each with their own opinion on how you should behave. Can you feel how suffocating this can be? Now, picture stepping off that stage and entering a serene space where the only opinion that truly matters is your own. This metaphor illustrates the importance of valuing your own inner voice above the external noise. When we constantly seek approval from others, we lose touch with who we truly are and what we genuinely desire. It's like trying to squeeze into an outfit that doesn't fit, just to please others. However, moments of true fulfillment and contentment often arise from following our own authentic path, regardless of others' opinions. To begin this journey, practice self-reflection and set clear personal goals based on your values and aspirations. When you make decisions aligned with your true self, you'll notice an increase in your confidence and sense of fulfillment. Additionally, remind yourself that everyone is too preoccupied with their own lives to constantly scrutinize yours. Understanding this can liberate you from the pressure of others' expectations. Embrace the unique individual that you are, and let your authenticity guide your actions. By valuing your own voice and prioritizing self-approval, you'll find a profound sense of freedom and self-assurance. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on how you can start listening to your inner voice today and commit to living a life true to yourself. Remember, your journey is yours alone, and you have the power to shape it authentically. Lesson 9. Complaining and whining. As we traverse the journey of life, we sometimes find ourselves slipping into the habit of complaining and whining about our challenges. Yet, by observing the tranquility of Stoic philosophy, we can learn to cultivate a mindset of acceptance and resilience. Imagine standing amidst a storm, feeling the raindrops on your skin. Complaining about the rain won't stop it from falling, but seeking shelter and understanding its nature can bring a sense of peace. The same applies to life's difficulties. When we incessantly complain, we lose precious energy that could be channeled into finding solutions and personal growth. Embrace the Stoic principle of accepting what is beyond our control and focusing on what we can change. One practical step is to practice gratitude. Each day, take a moment to reflect on the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small. This shift in perspective can transform your mindset from one of lack to one of abundance. Additionally, when faced with challenges, pause and ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? By viewing obstacles as opportunities for growth, you can navigate life's storms with greater resilience and wisdom. Let's embrace a mindset of acceptance and proactive problem solving, and witness how it transforms our lives. Lesson 10. Procrastination. In the realm of procrastination, let's consider the words of Marcus Aurelius. You could be good today, but instead you choose tomorrow. Imagine you are an artist, each day presenting a blank canvas, waiting for your brushstrokes. Procrastination is like staring at the canvas, envisioning a masterpiece, but never lifting the brush. By postponing tasks and decisions, we delay our progress and miss opportunities for growth. To combat procrastination, start by breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps. For instance, if you have a project due, outline a plan with specific actions to complete each day. This approach reduces the overwhelming feeling that often accompanies large tasks. Additionally, set clear priorities and deadlines to maintain focus and momentum. Embrace the discipline of taking action, even when motivation wanes. Remember, it's the consistent effort, like daily brushstrokes, that creates a masterpiece. Let's heed the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and choose to be good today, actively engaging with our goals and aspirations. By doing so, we honor our potential and progress towards a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Lesson 11. Negative self-talk. In the quiet moments of our minds, the way we speak to ourselves shapes our reality. Consider the words of Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Imagine your mind as a garden, with thoughts as the seeds you plant. Negative self-talk is like sowing weeds that choke the growth of beautiful flowers. When we criticize and doubt ourselves, we hinder our potential and diminish our self-worth. To cultivate a healthier inner dialogue, start by recognizing and challenging negative thoughts. Replace them with affirmations and positive statements about your abilities and worth. For example, instead of saying, "I can't do this," tell yourself, "I am capable and will give it my best effort." Additionally, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend facing challenges. Remember, the journey of self-improvement is ongoing, and setbacks are part of the process. By nurturing a garden of positive thoughts, you create a fertile ground for growth, resilience, and self-empowerment. Embrace the wisdom of Epictetus and choose to react with grace and self-love, transforming your inner dialogue into a source of strength and encouragement. Lesson 12. Fear of failure. The fear of failure is like an invisible barrier that prevents us from taking the leap into the unknown. Yet, as Seneca wisely said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The anticipation of failure often causes more distress than the actual experience. To overcome this fear, start by reframing your perspective on failure. View it as a stepping stone to success, an essential part of the learning process. Remember, each setback brings valuable lessons that contribute to your growth. Take small, calculated risks to build confidence and resilience. For instance, if you're hesitant to start a new project, begin with a small, manageable task and gradually take on bigger challenges. Additionally, practice self-compassion and acknowledge your efforts, regardless of the outcome. Embrace the journey, knowing that failures are not final, but opportunities to refine your path. By confronting the fear of failure with courage and determination, you open yourself to a world of possibilities and personal growth. Let's draw inspiration from Seneca and step boldly into the future, confident in our ability to navigate and learn from whatever comes our way. Lesson 13. Clinging to the past. Imagine holding a heavy backpack filled with memories and experiences, both good and bad. As we move forward, clinging to the past can weigh us down, preventing us from fully embracing the present and future. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. By holding on to the past, we create obstacles that hinder our progress. To release this burden, start by practicing acceptance. Acknowledge and make peace with past events, recognizing that they have shaped who you are today. Focus on the lessons learned and how they can guide your future actions. Additionally, cultivate mindfulness to stay present. Engage fully in the current moment, appreciating the opportunities and experiences it offers. Create new goals and aspirations that align with your values and passions, allowing yourself to move forward with purpose and intention. By letting go of the past, you free yourself to embrace the present and create a future filled with growth and possibility. Let's heed the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and transform past impediments into stepping stones for a brighter and more fulfilling journey ahead. Lesson 14. Holding grudges. Imagine carrying a heavy chain, each link representing a grudge or resentment you hold. As we walk through life, these chains weigh us down, limiting our freedom and joy. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus teaches us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Holding on to grudges and resentment only harms ourselves, poisoning our hearts and minds. To break free from these chains, practice forgiveness and understanding. Acknowledge the hurt and pain, but choose to let go for your own well-being. Understand that forgiveness is not about condoning the actions of others, but freeing yourself from the burden of anger. Additionally, cultivate empathy by considering the perspectives and experiences of those who have wronged you. This shift in perspective can help dissolve negative emotions and foster compassion. Focus on healing and moving forward, creating a life free from the constraints of past grievances. By releasing grudges, you open your heart to peace, joy, and personal growth. Let's embrace the wisdom of Epictetus and choose to react with forgiveness and understanding, unburdening ourselves from the weight of resentment. Lesson 15. Constant need for distractions. In today's fast-paced world, we often find ourselves seeking constant distractions to escape moments of stillness and reflection. The Stoic philosopher Seneca warns us, to be everywhere is to be nowhere. When we fill our lives with constant noise and activity, we lose touch with our inner selves and the present moment. To cultivate a more mindful and fulfilling life, start by embracing moments of solitude and quiet. Set aside time each day for introspection and reflection, free from distractions. Engage in activities that promote mindfulness, such as meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature.